Bridge as part of the Wave, a national demonstration organised by Christian Aid and our sister agencies in Stop Climate Chaos. We're asking our world leaders, including the UK government, for a fair, ambitious and binding agreement at Copenhagen that protects the poorest and keeps the world's global warming below 2 degrees C. We started the day with a service in Methodist Central Hall, where the Archbishops of Canterbury and Westminster spoke to a crowd of over 3,000, many of whom couldn't even get into the building. We then went to a rally at Grosvenor Square, where we heard from our partners from the south, from Bangladesh and from Bolivia, talking about the effects of climate change on them, how climate change is a reality, how the poorest are being hit first and worst, where they did the least to cause the problem. Thousands of people have marched all the way from Grosvenor Square down to Parliament, where we're about to encircle Parliament for 3 o'clock, where we have the moment where everyone waves their painted blue hands in the air. It's been an amazing day. There are thousands and thousands of people here. I've seen people dressed as trees, polar bears, thousands of people here bringing the message that justice must be at the heart of the negotiations in Copenhagen. They're here in their thousands, and I really hope the world leaders are listening.
We know that the government have been doing their best, but we think they can do more. We think they could push harder, and we're here in London to give them that extra oomph, try and put a bit of backbone into them, to try and get the British government to help lead the European Union to say we will cut emissions, carbon emissions in Europe by up to 40% if the rest of the world's willing to sign a deal in Copenhagen in the week ahead.
I'm here because I want to join in putting pressure on our government and the other 192 governments who are going to meet in Copenhagen to try and make sure that we can reduce emissions by 40% by 2020, and also they will find means of providing support for developed countries who are already suffering.